Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to do a sequel to the Calling Out the Gaming Industry episode because I just feel it in me that there's more to talk on and discuss about video games and how I personally think that where gaming is at right now, it cannot be compared, or people can't say that it's better than what gaming once was like 10 15 years ago, because 10 15 years ago, if gaming would have been what it is today back then, I wouldn't have been into gaming. I definitely would have. That probably would have been the last thing that I got myself into, or it probably would have been on some stuff where it's like I disappeared from the gaming scene and then came back sometime later just to see where gaming is at. But I guarantee and I promise you that if gaming where it's at right now, it's too many words I'm trying to say all together at once. But if gaming was what it is today back then, bro, I'm telling you, a lot of video games would have not been successful. Like if Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 would have came out what was it, over 10 years ago, back in 2009, Call of Duty wouldn't have been the successful game that it is. And that's what trips me out. And this is something I've said before. Why is it that games back then play better, was overall, like, gameplay wise was better, story was better, didn't have to download a bunch of different updates, didn't have to download the game itself? Like, yeah, if it was like I bought the game digitally, that was the only time I needed to download it. But why is it that gaming back then seemed like that it was so much easier than what gaming is today? Because gaming today, it's like, fam, I feel that I have a computer within a computer when I play a video game today. A video game today is just too many requirements. Like, for those that haven't really sat down and played video games, like, since the Xbox, the original Xbox One, like the very first Xbox, and the Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, like, if that was like the last time you had was playing video games, since then, gaming has changed so much. So let me just lay out a process of just trying to play the latest Call of Duty title, right? So first things first, you're gonna have to, of course, go out, pay for the game however you pay for it, whether it's on Xbox Store, PlayStation Store, Target, Best Buy, GameStops, wherever, right? So let's just say you buy the game on disc. So you go up to a Best Buy, Target, whichever your preferred store is. You go up to a store. You buy this game. They have the game in stock. Game costs $69.99. So yes, by the way, video games have went up in price. Why? And this is something that I said where I feel that we're getting a lot less compared to what we were getting back then. And then when you look at so many video games back then, they had all these different features and things. Nowadays, it's like, what is this, a demo, a trial? Like, I don't, and it's, I want to talk on demos and trials real quick, because there's a particular company where they do demos and trials, but it's only good for a few hours, and then eventually, but I'll talk on that. But anyways, let me just explain to you guys the process of just playing a video game today. So you go out to a store, you buy Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, you come back home, you put the game in expecting to just play the game right off jump, right? No, you have to download the game. So that's going to probably take, how many gigabytes is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2? Hold on, let me check. 96 gigabytes. So back then, when like video games was like, it barely even took up like over 10 megabytes. Games today are literally taking up 96, almost 100 gigabytes, bro. Almost 100. To me, when I see that, I'm like, fam, okay, if that's the case, 96 gigabytes, bro, there's probably an arsenal of stuff that I have in this game, right? They probably got like a mil, because when you look at how much content was in an old Call of Duty compared to now, it's either roughly the same, maybe one game might have more than the other, but it's not a major difference, right? So you would think, oh, it probably has like 100 maps that you can play on, campaign probably is going to take you like 5 years to beat, it probably has like an arsenal of every weapon that was ever created and some. So you probably think that there are so many different things in this game, right? They have a few weapons when you start off. They have a few maps in multiplayer. The biggest point of it all, like, and that's most likely why the game is 96 gigabytes, is because of Warzone. But that's the thing, not everybody is playing Warzone. So it's like they're almost forcing you to just play that mode, because that's the one and only mode that they're working. Their campaign can stop working, multiplayer can stop working, the co-op mode can stop working, but I guarantee and I promise you, Warzone will never stop working, right? But so anyways, you sit, and the thing is this, everybody might not have top tier Wi-Fi, right? So you might be like how I was back then when I had the original PlayStation 4, where like that very first PlayStation 4, where your downloading speed, I think, because I know that there's two, like there's some Wi-Fi settings, and I don't know if many people know this, but some Wi-Fi settings has a 2.4 gigahertz settings and then a 5 gigahertz settings. Everybody's gonna want the 5 gigahertz settings because that'll download within the day. Let's say you have the 2.4 gigahertz settings, right? And that's definitely gonna take more than a day. It probably gonna take a couple of days, 2-3 days tops. But if you're somebody, you know, like I remember it was me and one of my friends at my old job, where we like at the time being when we had the original PlayStation 4s, yeah, it would take us like a week to download the game, because we're not gonna keep the PlayStation on the whole night. That's what you'll have to overall do. And that's the thing, everybody might not have a PlayStation 5, they might not have top tier Wi-Fi or Xbox Series X. You still might have the PlayStation 4, so you're not gonna be getting. And I think everybody knows like that transition. I remember from the Xbox 360s to the Xbox One, like there was a major difference. The crazy thing about it, there ain't no major difference with the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 version compared to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 version. It's still the same game. And what's crazy is that they charge you $10 more for the same game. I don't get that. I do not get that at all. And then what's crazy is that once when they stop producing Xbox One and PlayStation 4 games, then we ain't gonna have no choice but to go out. If for those that don't have an Xbox Series X and a PlayStation 5, you ain't gonna have no choice but to go out and get you the next gen consoles. And then what's crazy is that they're still gonna be charging $69.99 for a game that would have cost $59.99 on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. So, but anyways, so you finished downloading the game, right? Now the game got an update. Now you gotta sit through this 5 gigabyte update, and the 5 gigabyte update's gonna probably take the whole day to download. That's if you have the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi boxes, right? So that's gonna probably take the whole day to download. So then yeah, you go to work, come back, have to turn the console on. That's if you don't leave. So yeah, let's say you forget to turn the console on. You remember that halfway through work. Can't leave work just to go back home and turn your PlayStation or Xbox. Well, no, the Xboxes didn't do that. It was more so the PlayStations, because the Xboxes had the 5 gigahertz settings and stuff. So, but anyways, so yeah, you have the OG PlayStation 4. Forget to turn it on. Can't go back home. So now you get home like maybe, let's say 5-6 o'clock, right? You turn it on. It's talking about, oh, it's gonna take 5 gigabytes. That's gonna probably be like 7.5 hours and stuff. So then you so you leave it on, make dinner, power goes out. So now your power done went out. Now you really can't download or play the game. You can't do nothing. You done had this game. The thing is this. If we're going off of real time right now, right? You done had this game for a whole week and still can't play it. That's if you're overwhelmed and busy and all that and stuff. But if you're somebody like me, when you prepare in advance and you get the best Wi-Fi box, you get the best Xbox, you get the best PC and the best PlayStation and all that stuff, then you'll be able to play it. But you might be in a situation like how I am, where you done spent $70 on this game and the game won't even start up. So my thing is this. Why does this game cost any form of money? You know why? And that's what I wanted to talk on. I wanted to talk on EA Games, on how they do like demos and trials for their video games, which is something that I don't have an issue with. But my thing is this. When you're releasing the same game every year, why not just save that trouble and save that time of just releasing one game and just coming out with a major update once a year? Because in my opinion, when I'm going out and I'm buying a Madden, I'm expecting a different experience. There ain't no different experience with Madden, FIFA, well, FCA, I guess what they're calling it now, NBA 2K. There is no difference with those sport games. So my thing is this: why do you guys keep charging people money for the same game? Like, I would like an explanation on what things did you change, because at the end of the day, the Seahawks still look the same, the New England Patriots still look the same, the Los Angeles Rams, they still look the same. They're all the same. Ultimate Team is still the same. Campaign, yeah, the story might be a little bit different, but guess what? It's the same thing. So in my opinion, why am I spending $70 on a game that doesn't change? There ain't no change with that game, bro. So it should not be. My thing is this, and then what's crazy, right, is that they release these games once, and that's what I don't really like about these sport games is that, so, and that's if you play the Ultimate Team. I really don't play Ultimate Team because I'm not trying to put all my money and attention into that. I don't even want to put my money and attention into the game, period. But if I am going to play that game, I'm going to play the career mode. But it'll probably be in a matter of time before they start charging you to do stuff in the career mode. But my thing is this, right? So they have it where you go and you buy, so you buy the game, you start playing Ultimate Team, you want your players to be better before, because you know at some point in time, the next game is going to come out. So you want it, like, so you're grinding and all this stuff, but you got a little bit of extra cash, right? You got a little bit of extra money in your pocket. So you're probably like, hey, you know what? It's probably not a big deal if I go out and buy one of these pack openings. But that's the thing, though. You're not going to get the players that you want. You're not going to get Tom Brady, Richard Sherman, Marshawn Lynch, and all that. No, you probably get like the understudies of those guys. You might get the guys that thought they were a Marshawn Lynch, but it just turned out that they were just Sean. Like, there was nobody special. So you get them, they got a 60-something overall rating, bronze color, they're nobody special, but you're stuck with that person. You spent $20 on that person. You spent money on that person just for them to not do well, just for you to still lose games going up against people online. That's not even the worst part about it. For those that don't really be playing sport games like that, when the next one, so yeah, Madden NFL 24, that's the latest one that's out right now. When Madden NFL 25 comes out, whatever players that you bought on Madden NFL 24, they're stuck on that game. You can't transfer it to the next game. I remember when I told my dad that, he thought that I've never heard my dad. Me and my dad, we tell like a lot of things to each other because, you know, I feel that like me and my dad, we're like a mixture, not even a mixture, we're like two of the most interesting men in the world, like the one dude from the commercials, but we just have things to tell each other. He'll tell me about what's going on in his life, I'll tell him about what's going on in my content creating life, because I'm like, they're my personal life, I'm like, bro, it's pretty boring. All right, so, but anyways, getting back to calling out the gaming industry, not about my personal, I'll talk about my personal life in another episode, but anyways, but I remember when I told him that stuff, I've never heard my dad, I told him a lot of different things about video games, and I feel that my dad, he has like the same reaction. He's like, oh man, that's crazy, that's wild, you know, that's, you know, like, oh, what it's like we sit there, we'll be talking about that. I remember when I told him that, I've never heard my dad get, so he's not even the one that's playing the game. I do remember though, where he was talking about going out and getting, I think it was either an Xbox or a PlayStation, and he wanted to play the Madden games, and you know what? I think if I had the mindset that I have right now, because back then I was like, oh, that would be sick, you know, playing Madden with my dad, oh, that would be amazing. But I started thinking about it, I'm like, now, I wouldn't want him to waste his money on that. I wouldn't want my dad to waste his money. The Xbox is cool, but my thing is this, that video game, I don't want him to waste his money on a game when this is what EA does, right? So they make all the money because they know people are going to go out, jump, and buy the game and start making videos because they know because that's the thing, like, I feel that with content creating and, like, Madden and FIFA and NBA 2K, I feel that there's just, like, a line of content creators that plays those games, and then once when they get tired of it, then there's just a new content creator that comes up, they get famous for playing FIFA or Madden or NBA 2K, and now they're like the next Cash Nasty or KSI or what are some other people that have played some you know, what's this one, there's this one dude that's on he's been blowing up on TikTok for like playing Madden, but he did this one video where it was like, I think he was streaming, but it was this video where he destroyed everything and it just sounded like he was just breaking a bunch of glass, but that wasn't even the thing though. This man threw a controller, sounded like he threw it out of a window. cracked his like lighting in half and threw that on the ground. It sounded like he broke another. I'm like, bro, it's surrounded by a bunch of windows. But my thing is this: that's that level of anger. When I that's one thing that I can say is that anybody that's ever played any of these sport games, I've never seen a video of them saying, "Oh, this is the best video game in the world. I love this game. Oh, this is amazing." Every time when I see somebody play a sports game, they always have a rage video or a compilation. I can sit down and name off every YouTuber that I watch play a sports game. So, all right, so yeah, let's just do that real quick. And my thing is this: why do you think people do that? Like, I get when people they get frustrated and angry and all that stuff. My thing is this: if you see a lot of those guys the guys that I'll be naming off, they don't even play these games anymore, you know? So first off, I had to say I talk on the one that I did watch, because I had to say he's the one that really did get me into the NBA 2K series and stuff. But I'm not gonna put no like blame or any like hatred or anything towards him, like, because I know people gonna probably be all like, oh, well, that's Cash Nasty's fault for getting you into NBA 2K. No, I don't even. My thing is this: he's playing the game, he's having a better experience, he knows what he's doing. Me, on the other hand, I'm just seeing somebody play the game and I'm thinking I'm gonna have that same experience, and I'm not. But my thing is this: so I go out, I remember I think I asked for this game for my birthday, I believe, right? So anyways, I think it was the one that Jay-Z was behind, because I remember he was behind some music, and I think it was like NBA 2K13 and stuff. So anyways, NBA 2K13 comes out. I remember I started watching Cash Nasty a lot at that time, right? And so this was like early Cash Nasty. This is like Cash Nasty when I think he was just streaming solely on YouTube, I believe. And he wasn't like, he wasn't like the Cash Nasty that we all see today and stuff. So anyways, I'm seeing this man every video that I ain't seen, and that's what drove me into watching a lot of his videos, because I found them funny. But this man was raging on just about every video that I have seen of him, bro. Every video. There was like this one, I remember there was a try not to laugh challenge that I had put together where, and fam, every time when I see that video of him going off, because I think what had happened was that he thought he made the shot, but the basketball, it went on the side of the net, and I'm thinking to myself, like, see, it's stuff like that where it's like, bro, this is a video game. This ain't supposed to be realistic. This is supposed to be fun, like an arcade style. Yeah, make it look realistic, but the game ain't got to overall play realistically, so that's why I'm like, it's stuff like that trips me out and stuff. But anyways, every video I seen of that man, though, he always was going off on that game. He was kicking in doors, he was breaking controllers. What other things did he do in his videos? I mean, this man will be going off in these videos, right? That's just with him in NBA 2K. And I think even he did play a little bit of Madden too, and he was raging on that. KSI and his brother Deji, when they will both play FIFA, they both raged out. I remember the one video where Deji, he was playing FIFA and he got mad, threw his controller came back up, ricocheted, and hit him in his nose. His nose was like bleeding and stuff. I remember the thing. I wish I can still find that video, but I vividly remember him doing some stuff like that. And I'm like, that's something where I'm like, no, you don't just dream something like that. That'd just be I done had some random dreams before, but I don't think that's something. No, I vividly remember watching that video. And then KSI, he still has a lot of his FIFA videos up when he was doing pack openings. And I'm saying, and I'll never forget when he talked on like how much money he spent on one of those like pack opening videos. This man, I kid you not, this man, I think, because he said because he lives over in the UK and stuff. So I think at the time, I don't know what he's where he's living or what he's doing now. But anyways, but at the time, I remember when he said some like amount of pounds. And I was all like, I wonder how much that transfers into like American money and stuff. This dude, because he has the money, he still does. I mean, it's not like this man's broke or anything. But at the time, this man had the money to throw into this game. And you know how much money he threw into this game? This man threw in, I think when I remember, it was in the thousands. I think it was $5,000 just to do a pack opening video. And my thing is this: you would think that FIFA, they would have given him every rare, super rare, ultra rare. They would have given him every player that had like that blue color to them and stuff. You would have thought that was him spending $5,000 in that game. He would have had the most ultimate team of all time. Like, he needs every ultimate, rare, legendary. He needs every best card possible in that game. Because my thing is if I spend $5,000 on some stuff, right? And after I'm done with that video and I realize that I've wasted more of $5,000, it went from like thinking I'm investing into something. And what's crazy, again, it's only sticking on that FIFA. He's not transferring that $5,000 that he spent on that game into another game. No, he has to. And my thing is this: if it probably would have been set up like, if okay, so yeah, he spends like $5,000. Like, he gets good players, but as the time goes on, he has to like level them up. So my thing is this: if I have a sports game, right? While I'm doing it is, for one, the game ain't gonna cost no price. Yeah, I'll probably have like pack openings and stuff in there and things, but I know that the game is going to continue growing. So my thing is this: I know more and more people are gonna get into this game. So what I'll do, make it where the game is free, but if you want to, gameplay, all of that stuff, but it's just like how it is in Warframe. If you want a particular player, you're gonna have to grind and, and play the game to get that particular player. You're gonna have to do some challenges. You're gonna have to do some. So I'm gonna have it where you're actually sitting down and playing the game, but on top of that, I'm going to be adding some fun stuff in the game. So yeah, there's going to be a challenge where, alright, so let's say if I come out with a soccer game, right? I'm going to have it where there's a challenge where you got to score 100 goals. So yeah, you score 100 goals from all these, and no, so that's actually, you know what? Alright, bro, I can come up with a video game right now. That's what's crazy about it. So, let's just say I come out with a soccer game, right? And then one of the challenges would be you have to go in different parts of the field and score a goal. Alright? So, I'll have it where you have to do a challenge like that. I'll have a challenge where I'll have it where you gotta work on every position possible. And I'm not going to make it all mad difficult, for everybody. I'm going to make it where it's literally, if they're trying, because I feel that a lot of people be trying to make, like, educational video games. So I'm going to make this as in educational. That was too much I was trying to say there. But I'm going to make this as educational as I possibly can. Where it's like, okay, if you're playing playing as a goalie, then you got to block 100 shots. If you're playing as one of the shooters, you got to shoot 100 shots. If you're playing as one of the managers or the coaches or whatever, you gotta coach this team into a victory. I'm having it where every aspect of this game makes sense. I'm not gonna have it where it's, my thing is this: I'll have like a level difficulty, so it's like, okay, if you just want to play the game and just have fun and all that stuff, alright, put it on easy. If you want a slight challenge, put it on medium. If you want it to where you feel that every game is a championship game, put it on the hardest difficulty. But I'm not going to have it set up where you just go into the game blindly. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what to do. You don't know how. My thing is this: I want people to, and again, game is gonna be free, and I'm just gonna have it where it's like, okay, if you want Ronaldo, then you gotta beat this team, this team, this team. You gotta score this amount of points in this game, this amount of points in this game, and then when you get to this game, you gotta score this amount of points. I have it where every aspect of that game matters, okay? Every aspect of that game. Have it where it's like, okay, if it's raining outside, then it's like, okay, your character has to like maneuver in the rain. If it's like, there's so many different details I would put into a soccer game where it's like, okay, let's say it's hot outside. Then I'll have it where your character's stamina, like, and that, if the thing is this, if they want, I'm gonna still have it where there's that arcade feel to it, or no, the thing is this: I'll have it where it's like the hardest difficulty, where it's like, that's where weather matters. That's where, the skill matters. That's where, and then medium was like, it'll just be skill. And then easy, it's like, it don't matter whether it's hot, snowing, raining, whatever the situation is, you're playing that game, you want to win, that's all that matters. And I feel that, and I ain't gonna do no rig stuff where it's like, no, you're meant to lose this game. You're meant, no, unless it's like I add a story in the game, and then it's like, okay, your character messes his leg up, and then that's what causes him. I'll write it in there where you're supposed to, but I'm not gonna have it where you don't know what's going on, and then you just randomly lose, and then you keep going back and like, no, I could have won this game. I could have did this. Have it where it's routed a certain way where it's like you lose that, or you just keep losing. So that's why I'm like, no, I don't like when games when they be doing stuff like that. But I'll have it where it's like the game is free. You ain't gotta pay for nothing if you don't want to. But yeah, if you want Ronaldo, then it's like, okay, $10. You got Ronaldo. You want this player? Okay, cool, $10. You got that player. You want Messi? Okay, cool, $10. You got that player. So because my thing is this, people need to understand that there's still a gaming aspect to a video game. It shouldn't be considered a casino game. I shouldn't have to keep continuously putting more and more money into this game just to get some small victory. Because really, at the end of the day, who's winning are the developers when they getting all this money from people. So that's why I'm like, nah, bro, that's some scamming stuff right there. But anyway, but no, I think that's what I was talking on at one point was this, the demos and the trials. So they have it set up on there, right, with like Madden and FIFA and all that stuff, where you get a 10-hour trial. Okay, cool. My thing is this. I don't want to be playing. So I was playing a little bit of the latest Madden with the 10-hour trial because I was like, I want to talk on a situation I had with Madden a while ago. But anyways, I was playing a little bit of it, but I stopped because they started doing some old weird squiggly line crap in the middle of the game, and I'm like, I'm not gonna play a game if it's just gonna be adding in some new stuff where it's like, here it is, there's all these other different things that you guys could have added in. Yet you want to add it in there where there's some squiggly lines happening. The only squiggly lines that I want to see are the squiggly lines in my eyes if I'm looking at something and I start seeing, that's the only squiggly lines I want to see. Not in no video game where a game actually matters. So I was like, no, I stopped playing that game. Plus the mechanics, my thing is this. They have it on there where the mechanics is just way too mechanical. You'll get stuck on players. You'll be sitting there trying to run and do things. And I'm like, no, bro. I don't know what you guys got going on with that. But it's like, my thing is this. If I'm going to make a realistic game, I'm going to put some time and effort into this game. I'm not going to have it set up. And so that's the Madden that I want to talk on that just stopped me from buying all Maddens, okay? Because I was like, I haven't bought a Madden game since that Madden. So Madden NFL 20 comes out. This is back in 2019. But anyways, this game comes out. I'm playing a little bit of it. Okay, cool. I like it. It's chill. This is a good game so far. But at some point in time, the game started doing some dumb stuff. So I'm sitting here playing. The first thing that it did was, so they had it where I was playing as a quarterback because I think at that time they just reintroduced like campaign stories and all that. So I remember I was playing as the quarterback. I started doing a running play, I believe, and out of nowhere, a player teleported across the field to tackle me. And I'm thinking to myself, when have you ever seen, if I can sit down and talk to an EA developer, when have you ever seen a player besides DK Metcalf? But the thing is this, that man didn't teleport. No, that man was just fast. But if he teleported across the field, something's wrong with that man. But my thing is this, asking an EA developer, when have you ever seen a player teleport across the field to tackle somebody? So that was the first strike that I had with the game. The second strike that I had with the game was that, again, I'm playing. So that was the only position that you can play in the campaign mode was the quarterback position. So anyways, I'm playing as the quarterback. I'm getting ready to do a passing play. There's two of my players wide open running down the field. Who do you think I'm going to throw it to? One of those two players. Tell me why this game, I throw the ball the players are running side by side, right? The ball got stuck between their shoulders. And you can see the ball like floating and stuff. The ball didn't fall, none of that, okay? My thing is this, at least if they could have just went up, grabbed it, did something, they did none of that. The ball was stuck between their shoulders. They ran all the way down the field and ran the ball out of bounds. So I had to do that play all over again from where I was at. Strike two. Strike three, that's where I was like, no, I will never play this game again. And I never did. After that incident, I never played that game again. So they had it where I was set up to lose the Super Bowl. So I was like, okay, whatever. I don't even know if I had my team had made it to. It was either we made it to the Super Bowl or we didn't. But I just remember it was like on some rigged stuff where I wasn't supposed to win anyways. So anyways, they had it set up where I went to the Pro Bowl. So I think I had beat the system when I had did this, because I don't think I was supposed to win the Pro Bowl. But no, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that real quick. So anyways, I'm playing in the Pro Bowl. We're winning. We get all the way to like the last few seconds of the game, right? Last few seconds. I'm literally right there. I would have done, I should have did some, no. The thing is this, most people probably would have did some Russell Wilson stuff where they did a pass and play. But my thing is this, I wanted to showcase that you don't need to do no pass and play. When you're literally a yard away from the end zone, you don't need to do no pass and play. I don't know what that game wanted me to do, but I did a run and play as the quarterback. So I managed to have it where all the players, we did a good play where all the players, there was like no blitz, no nothing. The defense could not break through us, right? I run in, I score the touchdown, I win the game crashed. The game crashed. Didn't even save where I had won. It didn't save none of that. As soon as I ran into the end zone, the game had crashed. I turned the game, so it sent me back to the main menu. I turned the game back on. They had it where I had to do that Pro Bowl all over again. And I think they had it set up where I lost, and I was like, you know what? No, I will never in life. I think I still got that video up too. If I can find that video, I'll post that video on like TikTok or something. But anyways, my thing is this. Why do you think a person, if I didn't spend, this is at the time when games was just $60. This was before like the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5s was out. But why do you think somebody will want to spend $60 to lose in a video game? That's my question to EA. Why, if my thing is this, if I was supposed to lose, why not just write it in there where it's like, oh, your character got injured and and you guys lost the game? I would have accepted that more than me winning the game and the game crashing and having me start the Pro Bowl all over again. So after that, I told myself, I will never, as long as I live, and I came close. I came real close recently to getting the new Madden, because I was like, well, I don't want the trial to run out, but at the same time, I don't want to permanently own this game. So that's why I was like, no, if I do buy this game, I'm going to buy it on disc. I will not buy it on digitally, because I'm like, no, you guys probably, if they have it set up where I could get a refund, then okay, but if not, no, I'm always going to buy that game on disc. All right, because no, my thing is like, I put more than 2 hours in the game, and so when they start doing that squiggly line stuff in Madden NFL 24, that was kind of like some hours in, so I wouldn't even been able to get a full refund. So that's why I'm like, no, if I'm gonna buy a game, I'm buying it on disc. I might not be able to get all of my money back, but at least I'll be able to get some of it back. All right, because I'm like, no, I refuse to support a company, and that's something that I've always has said about EA, is that they always will do some rigged stuff. When you know how to win a mission, but they want you to win the mission how they want you to win the mission, and so they said that it was like that. I remember when, oh, that's another thing about EA. I'm gonna get to that in a second. But you know what? No, forget what I was gonna say. I'm gonna talk on that right now, because that's more important than anything that I'm probably gonna talk on. So this happened years ago. So I'm playing Skate 2. Skate 2 is a game developed by EA. But I remember I made a video of that game, right? Of me playing it. I'm raging. I think I said some stuff about EA, whatever the situation is, right? So anyways, playing that game, said what I need to say about EA. I always have said like EA is a rigged company and all that stuff. And that video is still up till this day. Matter of fact, let me check real quick. That video is still. Oh, do I have, bro? I really hope that Mayton's audio, because I was like, I had my friend stream open, and I'm like, now I'm kind of concerned. Hold on for 1 second. I need to see something real quick. All right, I'm back. I just had to no, cause I was kind of scared, cause it was like I didn't realize I had my friend's stream open. And then when I heard her voice, I was like, dang, bro, I know I did. And it's funny because she's playing EA's game Apex Legends. I wanted to talk on that, but no, I still want to talk on this situation with Skate 2. So, anyways, so I make this video raging on Skate 2, right? And when so no, the thing is this, the video, it didn't even get that many views, but I honestly think somebody at EA seen that video. The video only got like 480 views. So that's why I was like, bro, who at EA has that much of an issue with me, right? Where I make this video, I upload it. At the time being, I don't even think that it had 480 views. I don't even think that video had 100 views. I don't know what the situation was. But anyways, I go and delete the game from my, this is like when the Xbox 360 and stuff, right? I had the game digitally. So I remember I deleted the game, but then there was a day where I was like, I want to play another skateboarding game. I was like, there ain't no Tony Hawk games I got right now. I want to play a skateboarding game. Oh, I got Skate 2. Let me go ahead and play that, you know, rather than going up to GameStops trying to get Skate 3 or whatever, because this is at the time being, I think, when I was in high school. So I was like, yeah, I didn't really have the funds and stuff. So, but anyways, I remember back on the Xbox 360 where when you bought a game, all you had to do was go to the store, search that game up, and they had a section, or they had an option to download the video game again. Tell me why, when I went into to download Skate 2 again, they wanted me to pay for the game. And I'm thinking to myself, I know I bought this game. I know for a fact that I bought this game digitally. So that's what I did. I went to my download history, and there it was, Skate 2. So that's why I was kind of confused, because I was like, why are they? So then that's when I started thinking, I'm like, oh, it was probably that video of me going off on Skate 2, and they're probably like, oh, well, let's just have it set up where he just he can't he can't download the game for free anymore. Yeah, let's try to scam, because yeah, this sounds like a kid. Yeah, let's try to scam him. I'm like, no, the thing is this, I was doing well in my classes at that time, so I was in my smart mindset back then. But anyways, I was like, there's no way possible I am buying this game again digitally when I already have this game digitally. It wasn't Skate 1, it wasn't Skate 3, it was Skate 2. SKATE 2. Alright? I think that's how you spell skate. It sounds like it. But anyways, I'm like, nah, fam, I am not buying this game again. I'm telling you, EA, in my opinion, is one of the most scamming companies ever, because this was something that a friend of mine's told me. Shout out to, I think, was it my friend V or was it Lien? I can't remember who it was that was telling me. It was one of them. I think it was V that told me. It might have been Lien. I don't know. Let's just say a friend of mine's had told me. I had to go back and watch that stream and stuff, because I remember I was playing Power Wash and I was sitting there for a while talking about it. I gotta go and find that stream again. But anyways, so it was a friend of mine's. They were telling me how EA was holding this Apex Legends competition like overseas, right? But that's the messed up part about it. They invited all of these people to play the game, but guess what? They had to pay for their own ticket and hoteling and food and supplies and all that stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, you guys invited me out to do this. How are y'all gonna be having me charge my way to get up? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna go out there and do nothing with you guys. If you're gonna have it where I'm paying. And I think that's what they had told me, was that there was somebody had to spend like $15,000 just for the. And my thing is this, okay, if I lose, what do I get in return? I obviously want something. My thing is, I know that's on some Denzel Washington stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm leaving here with something. I can't just go. I can't spend no $15,000 and come back home with nothing. Y'all better give me a trophy, and it better be large. I'm like, nah, bro, you better give me something to eat. You better give me, a whole outfit, some sneakers. I need something, but I ain't gonna spend no $15,000 on no trip just to have it where I'll go all the way out to this competition and lose. No, that's not happening. I'm not doing that. And I'm like, we better hold this competition in the comfort of my own home, because I'm definitely ain't gonna be traveling out nowhere. And no, that's crazy. And so, anyways, that's why I always say, and like when people when I talk on EA, I always make sure I have to say that, EA is an extremely scamming company, because I'm like, that just doesn't even make any sense. It really doesn't. And it's like you would think with Apex Legends, you would think with Madden, you would think with FIFA now called FCA, you would think with all of Battlefield, you think with all of these big title games that they got, that they would be straight on money. Let's just see how much money EA makes annually. How much money does EA Games make a year? Video game giant Electronic Arts generates net revenue of $7.4 billion in its 2023 fiscal year. I think that's that word. That's just this year. How much in 2022? $7.4 billion. Okay, 2021. Is that like, so is it 7 point something dollars every net revenue in millions? 5,000. I don't think that, what's that makes annual revenue for 2021 was 5.6 billion. So it's like you're making billions every year and you still need more money from the fans. Nah, bro, that's why I'm like, nah, it's best in my opinion if EA, if they want their games to be successful, what they're gonna have to do is have it where all of their games are free. Have it where, or because I know my thing is this, that's what trips me out, is that I'm subscribed to their service EA Play, right, through the Xbox Game Pass. I have the low tier membership of EA Play. Why is it that I'm only allowed to play some of the games for free? Not all of the games, some of the games at no extra cost. My thing is this, that's like if Netflix was like, oh, if you want to watch all of our movies, you're gonna have to pay for the higher subscription price. What are some other like services? I guess, all right, maybe let's use gases, and it's like, oh, if you want to travel out further with this with the gas that you're gonna put in your car, you're gonna have to pay. Well, no, that's usually how it goes, where it's like you want to go further, you're gonna have to pay for more gas and stuff. But I don't know. I thought, yeah, gas, it sounded like a good example, but then once I said it out loud, I'm like, no, that wasn't. It was just, it's literally life, all right? But my thing is this, I understand that with gas. EA games though, I'm paying for your guys' subscription through, and my thing is this, okay, if that's not enough, then why even go into partnership with Xbox? That's that type of stuff that I don't understand. It's like, oh, let's do something, but at the same time, let's scam people. I'm like, it's stuff like that where I'm like, yeah, I can't support EA games on nothing, because I'm like, they're not supporting me on anything, so why should I support them on anything? So, yeah, that's why I'm like, nah, with EA games, I wish them the best in life, but if it ever comes to a point in time where that company shuts down, I'm saying, like, these episodes of me calling out the gaming industry, I'm not just doing it just to do it. No, I'm doing this because I am sick and tired of playing video games, and I'm feeling like I'm being scammed out of my money every time when I play a game. They making it seem like, oh, this is a full-length game, yet I feel like every game that I play is a demo or a trial. So that's why I'm like, nah, bro. Y'all, the gaming industry got to do better, because it's going to get to a point in time where the gaming industry, I feel that if a lot of these developers don't straighten up on what they need to be doing, a lot of them are going to find themselves like, oh, well, this is the last game that we're putting out. We're sorry. We wish y'all the best in life, so on and so on. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Also, if you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And also, I just recently partnered back up again with Rogue Energy Drinks. So if you want to use my coupon code to get 10% off of your next purchase, the coupon code is also TMossBoss. So anyways, thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.